What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 66 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast bringing together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1, but today we're going to be watching episode 66, Make Room for Gloom.
Make that room.
Today's Friday, May 17th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, how are you? Are you still sick?
I'm still getting over a cold.
Oh, man. That's the worst.
Yeah, like
it's rained in Jersey for like
stuffy.
a week straight. It's been miserable here. Today was like the first nice day in forever. And I thought I was going to be sick. And I kind of evaded it. But it seems that you've been stuffy for like days, man. I feel for you.
Yeah, like today it's just kind of like a lot of phlegm. TMI, but...
On that note, this podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/gottawatchemall, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout-out to our show supporter tier patrons, Brittany J, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris, Sydney, Bacon L, The Noise, Harry, PokeNavBot, Purple Pancakes, and Damn Gears Be Bangin'. Thank you guys so incredibly much for your support.
Appreciate each and every one of you.
And a huge special thanks to our first Patreon Elite 4 member, Jessica, stepping up from the show supporter tier to the Elite 4 tier, making it happen. So much love and support. Thank you so incredibly much, Jessica.
Thank you. I know we were going back and forth.
Really appreciate it.
Last night, because we were talking about getting a shiny monkey, and no luck on either end.
Yeah, she's an absolute sweetheart and a ton of fun in the Discord. All right, on today's show, Pokemon Rumble Rush, a new mobile game out of nowhere. This is different from the DNA game that we were talking about last week. So this kind of like just popped up. Pokemon Go Fest Yokohama has been announced. This is going to be taking place at the Pikachu Outbreak at the same time. So that event is going to be absolutely bonkers. The Art of Detective Pikachu has been released. Official artwork for Armored Mewtwo. This is going to be, connected to Pokemon Evolution. Mewtwo Strikes Back. This thing looks absolutely bonkers. We have some early details on the next TCG expansion, Unified Minds. We'll break into that a bit, and then we'll finally do our watch-along with episode 66, Make Room for Gloom. All right, Pokemon Rumble Rush. This kind of came out of nowhere. This is coming from Pokemon.com. This is a new game from developer Umbrella. Now, Umbrella has developed all of the previous Rumble games. So the original Rumble, Rumble Blast, Rumble U, Rumble World. They also did Hey You Pikachu on N64, the Pokemon Channel.
That's a throwback.
Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Ranch. Yeah, so they have a ton of experience with working with the Pokemon Company and all the experience with working with the Rumble franchise. And this kind of came out of nowhere. So last week we were talking about the developer DNA that has worked with Nintendo on Fire Emblem Heroes and Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, like all that stuff. And they're developing a game that's going to be coming out prior to the close of fiscal year 2019. So this can be as late as March of next year. Don't confuse that with this one. This is a completely separate game. It's available now in the Australia region. They typically will take that market and launch their games before, bringing it out to the rest of the world.
We need to go to a land down under. Get these games.
Yes, Abdallah Smash, who's been making videos forever, actually got his hands on the Australian build of this game, put up a video. I'll link it in the description. You can kind of see what they've done with this game, and it's definitely unique. It's definitely Rumble, but it looks like they've changed a significant amount of the mechanics. Now, I watched through this video, and I'm fired up. I was like on board from the beginning. It's super vibrant. It's super colorful. It looks very happy and a lot going on. What's your hot take on just peeking at Abdallah's video?
I enjoy the toy aspect. I enjoy Rumble games in general. This looks like they took Pokemon Go and tried to use that as like a base point. And I don't know, it's a fusion. I like it. I like the idea. I just want to get my hands on it to at least try it. But I'm more excited about this than I was Pokemon Quest.
Yeah, so a lot of people are making a comparison to Pokemon Quest. So Pokemon Quest was super low poly. You know, it didn't have detailed graphics or anything like that. This kind of looks like in between, where the stuff is very well defined. It mimics the look that we're used to from Rumble with the art style, but I can't really tell like how the controls are really going to work. But it looks fun, and for me it looks like a game that I'll be able to pick up and put like 5 minutes, 10 minutes into, and that's like exactly what I need out of a game right now, because I definitely can't commit to another full mobile game because I'm still so, entrenched in Pokemon Go.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of glad that it's not like a deep game, but if I could pick this thing up once a day, twice a day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes here, maybe dig into it for a half an hour, like that is ideal. Like that's absolutely perfect for me. This is going to be, it's free to start. We've always had the free to play model. This is free to start, which is kind of funky. It's not like Super Mario Run where you pay $10 and you have the game, and even if you wanted to throw money at it, you can't. But Nintendo definitely hates taking money from mobile players, and because this is being published by Nintendo, I don't think it's going to be that, it's not going to be like money hungry like most mobile games. Like I'm sure you're going to be able to get some degree of unlockables or things like that. But from what I'm hearing, the early hot takes of people that are playing it in the Australia region, it's definitely exceptionally conservative when it comes to how to spend money in this game. So I know a lot of people, when they hear free to start or free to play, it's like, yeah, I mean, that's great. I'll be able to play for an hour, and then an hour in, they're going to start asking me for money. I don't think that's going to be the case with this game. I think you're going to be able to play through it and enjoy it without having to dish out any money. But usually when this stuff rolls out, it comes to the rest of the world pretty quick. So, there's a good chance that by next week's show, we'll actually have some time behind the wheel at this. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks really cool. And I mean, I have a folder on my phone of all Pokemon stuff, and it's pretty cool, the diversity of games that are on there. Like I was looking through it the other day. I still have Duel on there. I've got Magikarp Jump on there. I mean, I've got, like Pokemon TV, like all this stuff like smashed into one folder. And I don't know, I'm pretty excited for this.
Oh man, Magikarp Jump. My son picked that up. He's been starting to play that, and he's like in love with it.
It's so funny that game, there was literally nothing to it, and I played so much of that game, and I don't know why.
He likes feeding the Magikarp.
But it's like you don't even do anything. You're just clicking through menus. It's like a clicker, but it's not satisfying because you're not even clicking on anything. You're just clicking through menus. But I played so much of it. I don't know. I played so much of that game. Too much of that game.
Way too
much.
But
Rumble Rush out now in Australia. I guess it would still be in pre-release or in beta, but I'd imagine this is going to be rolling out to the rest of the world pretty soon. All right, Pokemon Go Fest Yokohama was announced. This is coming from PokemonGoHub.net. This is going to be taking place during the Pikachu outbreak in Yokohama, Japan. Outbreak is the 6th through the 12th of August. Now, they haven't announced exactly what 4 days in that window the Go Fest will be taking part of. But last year, 2 million fans, 2 million trainers went to this event. 120 million Pokemon caught in Pokemon Go. It's insane the amount of volume when you think about it, compared to 30,000 people went to Go Fest in Chicago. 2 million people, like that's
insane.
The scale is insane, and the reason they're able to achieve that scale is because it's not a brand holding an event at a venue. This is like the entire region transforms into fully Pokemon everything. The trains get decked out in Pokemon. The buildings are decorated in Pokemon. Everything, everywhere you look. This is very famous for the Pikachu parade. I'm sure you've seen the videos of.
Yes. Yep.
The giant.
They're like in a boat.
Cartoony looking Pikachus. They all like waddle around in unison. Like, it looks absolutely hilarious. So usually there's about 25, 30 of those Pikachus. This year they said they're going to have 50, which is going to be the biggest collective of these Pikachus they've ever done. And I don't know, someone put together like a 10-hour video of those Pikachus marching to like some really hilarious music, and I could watch it for 10 hours because it's just so funny. But they are using the lotto system similar to Go Fest. Dortmund Go Fest is actually on sale right now. That lotto system, they did the same thing just like Chicago. So I think once more people get used to this as a delivery method for tickets, it'll start going a little bit easier and quell expectation and all that kind of stuff. This will be taking place in the Manatsu Marai area of Yokohama. I'm sure I butchered that, but man, if I was able to attend any event, any Pokemon event globally,
that's the one.
This would be the one I would want to go to. Absolutely, man. It just looks so cool. Because everybody's just so committed. The government officials, all the businesses in the area. And I mean, I remember reading some statistic of the amount of revenue, tourism revenue, and then ultimately retail revenue that this brought in to that region last year. And it was absolutely astronomical. So, I mean, I guess if you have 2 million people in one area all ready to spend money on Pokemon stuff,
yeah,
it's got to be a major boost to the economy there. Detective Pikachu, you gonna go see it again?
I really want to. It's just finding the time. I might tomorrow.
Yeah,
by myself.
Yeah, I wanna see it again. I still haven't seen Endgame, so it's like I want to go to Pikachu again, but I don't know. I don't know if I can go to the theater again without going to see Endgame. I don't know if I want to wait.
Go to the theater, ask them for a pack of cards. Say, listen, I do a podcast. We want to do a giveaway, and see if they give you one or two or a couple. And then if they do that, then you don't have to go see it again. You can just go to Endgame.
No, I don't care about the cards. I want to see the movie. I want to see the movie, and what I want to do is not pay attention to any of the actors. I just want to pay attention to the background. So I can kind of see all this stuff, because I've listened to so many reviews about it, and they're talking about things that happened in the movie, and I'm like, I completely missed it. I completely missed that. I missed Togepi. Togepi's in the movie.
What?
Yes, there's a scene, spoiler alert, there's a scene where, right where that Charizard battle is that's in the trailer, and there's a trainer holding a Togepi, and it's the cutest thing ever. I saw a screenshot of it. I completely missed it in the movie, while watching the movie. So it's like, things like that are the reason why I want to go see this thing again, because it just looks amazing. But, Adam, why don't you talk about this really cool art book? I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at this on Pokemon.com.
It says it's a deluxe full-color book featuring movie storyboards, character profiles, interviews, and more. And, you get to see, a little Joltik, using his claw to put electricity into the wall. You get to see a close-up of a Venusaur, gives you details and, hidden things inside Rhyme City.
Well, it's like a collection of concept art. So stuff that was created for the movie that wasn't necessarily used in the movie, but you still get to see all the stuff. Like the Joltik. We know that we saw Joltik on a pole or something in the movie for a second. But, looking at this image, it's like, oh my God, why isn't this in the movie?
Were Joltiks running through, when it was panning through the start of the movie, were those Joltiks kind of scurrying across in a herd? I don't know. This movie is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, I urge you to go see it.
But one of the things I like in this book, it has a pull-out map of Rhyme City, and almost like a tourist style brochure of, if you were visiting Rhyme City, it has some postcards and a ticket that you see in the movie. Yeah, so cool, man. And the most ridiculously cute picture, almost like a profile style picture of Pikachu on the cover of the book, and it just looks so cute. It's insane.
It's need insane. It in my life.
Yeah, no, I want it to. There's an interview with the president of TPC in there that's supposed to be pretty revealing, so I definitely want to check that out. But yeah, I think that you can pre-order this now. It'll be sold at all the bookstores. Are they still a thing?
Barnes
and Noble by me just closed. Dude, my Barnes and Noble just closed. No. It's beginning. Since moving to I bought a house last September. Since moving to this town, the Best Buy has closed down, and now the Barnes and Noble is closed down. And it's like, oh my, the retail landscape is a changing. But yeah, I was pretty brokenhearted when Barnes and Noble went out. I was like, man,
that's awful.
It's bad. But I'm to blame. I buy books on Amazon. It's bad.
What?
It's bad.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
It's okay. I mean, we buy Pokemon episodes on Amazon, so why not? Well, Pokemon won't release them, so.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pokemon TV. I don't know. There's stuff everywhere. I don't know. Disney. It's just so easy. It's just so easy.
All right, Ken. Let's talk about this freaking sweet armored Mewtwo.
Okay. I'm not so sure that I think that it's sweet. All right, so
do you think it's sour?
This is coming from Pokebeach.com. It's kind of all over the place. But what we're talking about here, it's an article on Pokebeach.com. Koro magazine from Japan covers Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. And on the cover is this way over-the-top design of Team Rocket's Mewtwo armor. So this is the armor that suppresses Mewtwo's powers. This is not something that benefits Mewtwo in any way.
Yeah, but it
has nothing to do with Sword
sick.
And Shield. It's like a mech. He looks like he's a mech. Like, it's not even like think of just a couple episodes ago, the anime we were watching with Giovanni when they first showed Mewtwo, and you see that famous armor that you've seen him in the containment tank and stuff like that. The armor here is like,
it looks like he's wearing it for fashion.
Yeah, but it's like exceptionally over the top, crazy.
Yeah, there's
looking,
like spikes
ultra
coming out of his
high
shoulders.
anime.
Like,
yeah. I mean, it's awesome. But it definitely doesn't look. It looks like an offensive piece of armor. Like this thing's ready to tear you to shreds. Like it looks very aggressive. So it doesn't kind of fit the narrative of this armor is designed to suppress Mewtwo's powers. Like you think of a suit of armor that's going to suppress powers. You almost think of like that Iron Man MK1, like the version 1 Iron Man, like the big clunky, juggernaut looking thing. This thing looks like it's highly developed, like weapon. Yeah, exactly. Like this looks like a weapon of war, and it's just way over the top. So there, a lot of mixed feelings online. A lot of people thought this was going to have something to do with Sword and Shield. They confirmed it does not. This is the Mewtwo from Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, and a lot of people are kind of leaning towards this potentially coming to Pokemon Go, because there was that little bit of code that was in an APK mine a few weeks ago showing a different form of Mewtwo. So I don't know. Cool. What do you think? This is going to be coming anywhere besides the movie?
I think they're going to make a promo card out of it, or re-release this ancient Mew that's on the picture as well.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing.
Or
yes, speaking of Mew, they are reprinting the ancient Mew card, the original Mew card. But the only difference is going to be the copyright. So it's the same artwork from back in the day with that ancient Mew. So that's pretty exciting.
Wow. I hope it has like, I don't know, it's going to have the regular back. I don't know. I'm excited.
Still can't play it. It's written in hieroglyphics.
Yes. I'm excited to see it in Pokemon Go. The Mewtwo, that is.
You think it's going to come?
Yeah. I think just like how we got Detective Pikachu, I think we're going to have Tier 5 raids become Mewtwo armored form.
I thought you were going to say Armored Mewtwo is going to photobomb us.
No. It would be, because you'd still have to get it, But if you didn't have Mewtwo prior, this being added to your Pokedex in that registry, like in the Dex entry, like that would look so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, man. This thing, it is wicked. It is wicked, but it just seems like a little bit too over the top aggressive for power suppression. It looks like it's power enhancing. Like it looks like this thing is like Mewtwo designed this thing and not Team Rocket.
Well, honestly, they should make it like it has a heavy defense and like
maybe
make
they,
it so you
maybe
have
they can
to
give
have
it extra
10,
defensive
20 trainers. I would love that.
That'd be
I would
awesome.
love that.
Yeah. But that's the thing though. His powers are suppressed. So do you need, it's like saying, hey, we need more people to defeat this Mewtwo because his powers are suppressed. I don't know. That's the weird part. That's the weird part about it to me. But it definitely looks bizarre. It definitely looks super hyper aggressive. Check the link in the description so you can see Koro directly. I don't know. It's ultra funky. It looks really cool. But if you look at this side by side to the original armor design from the anime, this thing looks like it's on the offensive.
Yes.
All right, Adam. A little TCG talk real quick. We typically don't look too far ahead because, things move fast enough with the TCG, but I got pretty excited for this because I figured you would be very interested. You being we all know Delibird is your favorite Pokemon, but as far as I know, following closely behind in second is Sableye,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to see the first TCG appearance of Mega Sableye in the Unified Minds expansion. Yeah, why don't you kind of walk us through what we have here?
Okay, so it's sitting at a whopping 280 hit points for 4 dark energies and a colorless energy. It has Greed Crash. It does 210 damage. It says if your opponent's active Pokemon is a GX or an EX and they are knocked out from damage from this attack, take an additional prize card.
Yeah, it's legit.
So if you knock out a tag team, you take 4. What?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. I know. It's crazy.
This is legit. I don't even understand how you're going to get this many energies, but it says 4 dark energies and a colorless Gigafall GX, 250 damage, which, you know, whatever, that'll like one shot pretty much anything. If this Pokemon has at least 5 extra energy attached to it, in addition to the attack cost. So you need 10 energies on this thing. Discard the top 15 cards of your opponent's deck. And I get they have like that boost energy that goes away at the end of the turn. It's a quarter of the opponent's
deck. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
But I think that's what makes it so over the top is how do you possibly do that? I mean, how many energies are you going to run in this deck? 20 energies?
Well, they'll probably put it in a structure deck. That's the only way I could see them making this a thing. Just put it in a structure deck. It's Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX tag team. What do you think of the artwork? I think the artwork is phenomenal. It's got Sableye kind of hiding behind his gem like he does, but his face is like zoomed in as if it was like magnifying through the gem, which is beautiful.
Yeah, and I like what they've done with these tag team cards with the border, where you kind of have like the top left and bottom right portion of the card that are framed out, and then the artwork kind of extends a little bit past the border, so it gives it this kind of like breakout look to it. So I definitely dig that. But we're not expecting this set until August, so we have plenty of time. But I figured it was worth talking about because of Mega Sableye, and I know that's right up your alley.
Well, listen, because we've just finished the episode with the Slowpoke and the Psyduck and the confusion and all that.
Yep.
So there is a new tag team with Psyduck and Slowpoke as well.
Yes. Was it Pokemon Crossroads that posted that on Twitter and tagged us? They're like, you guys were just talking about these 2 Pokemon. Now they have their own card.
Right? Like somebody was listening to us.
So awesome. Yeah.
But it just says...
and Mega Evolutions are back in this set. I think it's the first time in a couple expansions that we're going to see Megas, not just Sableye. There's going to be other Mega Evolutions here too. So
yeah, but this is
first
really
time
cool.
in a couple sets that the Megas are back.
It's like its first attack is Casual Splash for 2 waters. It does 40 times. Discard any number of supporter cards from your hand. This attack does 40 damage for each card you discard in this way. That's really cool. Pounding Time GX, 2 waters. It does 10. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 100 more damage. If this Pokemon has at least 6 extra energy attached to it, this attack, or you flip 10 coins instead and do 100 more damage for each heads.
Oof.
Like what?
Oof.
That's so obnoxious.
There's also another really cool tag team from this set, Mewtwo and Mew, which is really awesome.
Zappa Cards did one. Like he created one. Or I forget who the artist is or if that was him or not. But long story short, I got one from him and I was like, this is so playable. This is so cool. And then they finally come out with one.
And I love the artwork as well on this Mewtwo tag team.
Yes.
It's just, Mewtwo's just kind of like screaming and you have like some psychic waves going on in the background. And I don't know. I dig the tag team cards, man. I love the art direction in them. And I just think that it's such an awesome concept. All right, man. We got through the news pretty quick.
We did it.
That's definitely good. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get our Amazon Prime video queued up. Jeff Bezos, Pokemon trainer. Number 1. Then we're going to watch our episode, Make Room for Gloom. We'll be right back after this brief break. And we're back from our break. Thanks so much for that. All right, we have our Amazon Prime video queued up. We're ready to watch episode 66, Make Room for Gloom. So this actually came out in Japan October 29th, 1998 as episode 68. Now we're watching it here as episode 66. Originally aired about a year later, October 4th, 1999 in the US. But in the canon right now, in the layout that you can get this stuff on Amazon, it's episode 66. I got it queued up. Adam, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's start this puppy in 3, 2, 1, play.
I
So, my son was watching the Sun and Moon anime the other day, and I watched it very, very briefly, and I found myself like I've stayed away from it because I you know, it's hard to, I don't want to get my streams crossed per se, and I got so into the animation style, and it's like I just started poking around online, and I saw that like so many people are not happy with the animation style in Sun and Moon, and I was like, I don't know why, I'm in love with it. Like it's like the way that they draw Ash and animate Ash is one thing, but the show at large and the battles and everything, I was all in. Have you ever checked out any of those newer episodes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in. I like it. Pokemon.
Well,
you gotta
speaking of your son, my son came up to me and threw a Wobbuffet, because he has a Wobbuffet toy, and he's like, "This was Team Rocket's first Pokemon." And I'm like, how does he know? Like, what? I was like, he hasn't seen any episodes with Team Rocket having Wobbuffet, so it just blew my mind. So he's seen Pokemon somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
With the Pokemon League less than 2 months away.
So apparently Dodrio's they make rooster noises.
Rising with the sun, reaching for the stars,
Oh, Brock's just cooking eggs.
Where is Ash anyway?
The director has no idea where Ash is.
You know, it's what are we 3 or 4 episodes since Ash has been back at Pallet, and
yes,
we've kind of commented every time that this is great, that he is not really taking the training part so seriously. But yeah, Pikachu frying Ash is always fun.
Yep, which woke Misty up. Make room for Gloom. Here we go.
So many people love Mr. Mime now because of Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
What is Ash doing there? He's like, "Nyah, nyah, nyah."
Super secret recipe mystery omelet for
Mystery omelet.
When I heard that, I was like, bro, I'm not eating that omelet.
And if you know anything about Brock, a mystery omelet could mean
trust it.
Don't trust it.
Oh, is that so? Where are you training today?
See?
No idea, you called me out.
Today we're all going to climb up into the mountains for some really tough training.
What? You never mentioned mountains to us.
He's perpetrating a fraud.
Just play along, okay? And I'll explain when we get outside.
Dude, Ash, you're a fake.
Bye, Mom. See ya.
Hey, wait for me.
Hey, we didn't even eat our omelets.
Yeah, look at Mr. Mime sweeping up outside.
He's still sweeping. He's been sweeping since the episode started.
Chores for her. She'd have me working so hard in her garden that I'd be too wiped out to battle in the Pokemon League.
I bet your mom would make a great Pokemon trainer.
That's a funny line. I thought that was funny when I first saw that. I was like, oh my god.
Could be a good Pokemon trainer.
Xanadu Nursery and pick up 300 or 400 pounds of fertilizer for me.
All right, so a little foreshadowing here. They talk about the Xanadu Nursery. A little bit of foreshadowing. So the crew runs off here, and again, is Ash really going to train, or are they just trying to escape Ash's mom? Cool music here. Really cool music here. I don't think I've ever heard this theme.
That was close.
Ash, what's that thing?
Huh?
What is that thing? It looks like the top of a building.
So, one of those things that you have to, like, put aside is the fact that, like, Ash knows what this is, but, like, this is, like, a massive place, and Brock hasn't heard of it? Like, come on, Brock. You should know this.
I know, he lives so close to it, too.
It's sure filled with a lot of beautiful things. Trees and vines and
Here we go.
And beautiful girls.
So, starting from right now to the next, like, maybe 5 minutes, there is some significantly adult-style jokes and themes here.
Misty, please. Only one of us can hallucinate at a time.
Okay, boom. So, first dig at Misty.
there in that clearing.
So funny.
And we see a Gloom.
So this is the second time we've seen Gloom in the series. Remember The first time was I think like in the 30s or 40s or something like that. But you see this dude, and he looks like he's rocking like a Ghostbusters backpack. Look at Pikachu's ears. He's like, I'm just spraying the plants, man.
So, you're training for the Pokémon League. I always wanted to be a Pokémon trainer.
But I became a gardener instead.
I work here in the nursery.
Yeah, it's like, what stopped you, bro?
Pokémon love it.
Good idea. Bulbasaur!
I like how he just wants to bring Bulbasaur out, but they still use the animation of, like, the battle throw.
Come on, Bulbasaur. Want to go look at all the flowers and stuff?
I saw a really funny thing online of, like, kind of a meme based off of Detective Pikachu, and it was like, I brought my mom to see Detective Pikachu. She said her favorite Pokemon was the little green garlic Pokemon. Talking about Bulbasaur.
A little green garlic. That's funny.
Oh yeah, so the beauty here in the garden is Florinda. Nice floral name.
Where's Bulbasaur?
You can't see? Just open your eyes.
I know, he's right there, bro. So it is kind of cool, like Bulbasaur's getting really happy and excited, and then all of a sudden, alright, remember, adult themes, right? So Bulbasaur smells a bush, and then starts rubbing all up on Ash.
Pokenip.
It's Pokenip.
It says its smell affects Pokemon like catnip affects cats.
Okay, so pretty much Bulbasaur's under the influence right now. And just walks over and starts smelling another bush, and doesn't take the time to read the second sign here.
Oh my god.
And he's out.
He's out.
Oh, what is this? Stop! Don't smell that plant!
Tell him, Florinda.
Stop. Don't smell that.
That's stun stem. If anyone, Pokemon or human, smells that weed, they become totally paralyzed.
So why do you have it there?
Bulbasaur smelled it!
It's like, come smell the beautiful flowers in our garden. But no, not that one, because you'll get paralyzed.
Where's the caution tape? Oh, I thought Gloom was gonna like fart on him.
I know, right there. But what's funny here is it's almost like Gloom has done this before. It's like, oh, another one smelled it.
If you smelt it, you dealt it.
So Bulbasaur's like legit knocked out here, and then this is pretty gross.
Oh, gross.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew, what did it do?
No, look at this shot. I actually like the cinematography here in this shot. They kind of like panned across. That's something that we really haven't seen, that style of using like this ultra wide frame, and then they kind of pan the camera across to the different people. That was just a unique shot.
Yes.
Strong resistance to it and develop that antidote. Your Bulbasaur should be fine.
So
now.
Gloom secreted the antidote from its flower and dripped it into Bulbasaur's mouth. It's so gross.
Oh, Bulbasaur's in love now.
Yo,
Where's Gloom's
Bulbasaur
drool?
straight up is pulling a Brock right now, but Gloom's in. Gloom is in 100%. Look at this.
He's like, thanks. Thanks for your...
And now it gets weird. Let me pull my vines out. Look at Bulbasaur. It's so weird.
Pokemon with
So
much
weird.
in common getting together.
Oh, it looks like Gloom and Bulbasaur aren't the only ones getting together.
This is really good too. So, of course, Brock is, you know, all up on Florinda.
Yeah, hey, can we just go out into the balcony real quick?
But I'm a big failure at raising Pokemon. I
She's
can't
a
even help
failure.
Gloom evolve into a Vileplume. And if I can't do that,
Such like
how will
a
I ever
pity
be able to
party.
run a huge nursery?
But I'm sure you've taught Gloom some attacks.
A few.
And say, look at the
but
size of
my
that place.
Gloom
There's
deserves a
2
better
people working
trainer,
there.
And my family deserves a better dog.
But this is actually her place. This is her family's place.
She's tried.
She's trying.
Florinda even got a leaf stone.
Tell him,
used on her
Ponytail.
wings so it would evolve into a Vileplume, but it just didn't work.
I like how it's on a pedestal on the mantle.
My fault. I guess the reason why Gloom won't evolve is because I haven't given it enough.
I dig the
love.
purple hair.
No, Florinda, don't you see? You love Gloom so much that it doesn't
Yeah,
get
it does
gloomy,
look pretty
and that's
nice.
the reason why it doesn't evolve.
It's more of a lilac.
Still,
in my opinion.
This problem has nothing to do with loving a
This is so
Pokemon
great.
too
Where,
much or
where do you come from?
Professor Oak?
Everyone is just as
This
surprised.
stone is a fake.
A fake? Professor, what are you doing here?
I've been getting reports of some.
So I just walked in. I helped, I let myself in, came right up to the bedroom on my own. It's all good. Nothing to see here. No creepiness.
What did the people who sold you the leaf stone look like?
well, there was
Fantastic
guy
description
with
here.
hair kind of long like this, and a girl with big hair like this.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
Meowth knew how to talk fast.
I knew it. That's
They knew
So,
it.
doesn't Meowth typically not talk in front of other people?
Typically. Oh, look, there's his hair.
I know, so great.
To protect the world
Oh, I thought
from
Jesse was gonna do this.
To unite. My hair looks all right, doesn't it?
Yes.
My hair looks alright.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse,
James.
Team Rocket, blast up at the
R.
speed of light.
That's great. That's so good.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Good one, Meowth.
Maybe we ought to get out of this place before that girl finds the leaf stone we sold as a fake.
Don't be
Meowth
such a
needs to
fool.
go over to that
We
catnip
can't
bush.
pass up this
Right?
opportunity. There must be
So
one
they sell
Pokemon
this,
here somewhere.
and they're still in the same place. Like,
Beware, stun stem. With one whiff of this weed, we're guaranteed.
Look how evil they look. They look so wrong. It's Pikachu!
did you see the Donald Duck meme? Where it's like, "Rah, duck."
Yes.
I can't believe I let Team Rocket trick me into buying a fake leaf
Well,
stone.
you didn't know they were
But
Team
it's
Rocket.
just
It's
as
okay,
well as they
Florinda.
did. It proves that I'm not smart enough
You
to run
are
this
not
nursery
smart
by
enough.
myself.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might prove that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll get you a real leaf
Oh,
stone.
This is
Brock,
good.
saving the day.
I wouldn't promise that if I were you. You don't have any idea where to find a leaf stone, do you, Brock?
Burn.
But first I'll track down that Team Rocket and get all your money back.
I don't think you have any idea how to find Team
Double
Rocket
burn.
either.
Oh, don't worry. They usually seem to find us sooner or later.
Do you see how Togepi kind of went to sleep?
Oh no! Somebody's
That was
in
the cutest
greenhouse
thing.
stealing plants.
Yeah, they have a
That's
plant
a
stealing
pretty
alarm.
sick alarm system.
The guy with the hair like this, and the girl with the hair like this, and the talking Meowth. They sold me that leaf stone.
It's
That's
them.
so funny.
I told ya.
And look, Togepi just went to sleep. Like what?
I know, it's so
How
cute.
random.
Okay.
Togepi never goes into the Pokeball. It's weird.
Well, wouldn't you know it? Those
Well, it hatched from an egg. It was never in a Pokeball.
And we
I know,
never
but
said
like,
about you.
still.
Come on, let's throw
Still,
him outta
it
here.
was never in a Pokeball.
Put it in a luxury ball or something. Give it a nice, comfy place to
Those
sleep.
plants are like children to me.
Those plants are like children.
Don't mess with her catnip. Her Pokenip.
She just left her kids unattended. You don't do that.
We knew we'd been bad and we wanted to change our
So,
ways.
this is the first time
Decided to
we've
turn
seen
over a new
Professor Oak outside of the lab. And, outside of, really his home base, which is pretty cool.
We're in
And,
the greenhouse, right?
he's in the fray here. He's in, in this kind of transaction of words, which is kind of cool.
Go to it. Tie him up with your
Go, garlic Pokemon.
Garlic. Use your garlic salt.
Bad breath attack. Look how long those vines are.
It's like they got thinner.
Nice work.
Nice
So
work,
funny.
but if you just
Because
rip
we're
those
tying
off, I
these
mean,
vines
you could
doesn't mean we'll-
damage
Any
Bulbasaur.
second now, we'll be saved by our secret.
I wonder if those would grow back.
What's that?
Yeah, just Meowth slices him right in half.
What are you waiting for?
I love this.
Cuts to him in a Chinese suit, like rolling one of those stones.
What's taking so long? Hurry up!
He's got like the.
Don't rush me, kid.
He's very zen right now.
Bible secrets. I have shaped the sphere certain to stun you.
Ah,
Play ball.
Oh no!
boom!
He makes a smoke bomb of the stun leaves.
She's like, good thing I'm up here.
Don't breathe in any of that powder.
Yeah, don't breathe that powder that's completely surrounding you.
Gloom, let me secrete more liquid.
I can't.
Ugh. Tell him, Brock.
All the strength has been drained out of me.
So, I you know, as far as Team Rocket goes, you know, that they got that off because everyone is suppressed right now. Everyone's down and out, so they could pretty much just walk away.
Gloom, you need to evolve.
Hurry! Use your gloom to battle.
So dramatic. Ugh.
This is my final breath. You must do this.
I just know my Gloom wouldn't stand a chance of winning a battle
Yeah,
against
not with that attitude.
I was gonna say, nah, you better step up and take a shot.
They'll run off with Pikachu if you don't.
Florinda, don't run away.
Florinda!
Your gloom is our only hope. You can do it.
This is like the voice of desperation coming out of Brock.
Just try.
He's like, look into my eyes.
If you don't try, you fail.
The intense stare.
I know you can do it.
He knows.
I'll do my best.
That's right, Florinda.
So like, I know tackle. Let me use his tackle attack.
Yo, but Gloom's ready though. Don't front on Gloom. He's like,
Bulbasaur.
gotta protect Bulbasaur, I guess, right?
Those wimpy weeds are no match for Team Rocket.
But we can't let a challenger go without a battle.
Go, Gloom.
Weezing, go get it.
That's cool. That's a cool little animation there.
So
Arbok, toxic attack.
unenthusiastic.
Smoke attack.
This is a cool combo. Toxic and the smoke. It's pretty cool. A lot of stuff to not be breathing in up in her.
Gloom can't battle and it's all my fault.
No, Florinda, you can't give up. Now think.
It's like everything's paralyzed except Brock's mouth.
Please, don't give up. Just try.
Come on, Florinda.
Gloom, maybe you could give your double team attack a try.
Yes.
Gloom with double.
This was always a cool looking attack.
Gloom
Theme
doesn't have
starts
that
coming in.
speed. No way. No way. Not now, not never.
It's a whole room.
I always thought it was funny that they call it double team, but it's like way more than double Glooms. So I like this. So Arbok and Weezing end up, you know, kind of smogging out Team Rocket.
More powerful attack.
Oh, Brock, do you think a solar beam attack
This
would
is
be
pretty
good?
funny too.
You taught Gloom the most powerful grass Pokemon attack?
Oh, do you think I shouldn't have?
This is so dumb.
Just use it.
No, I just hope it works.
No, I just hope it works.
Right. All right, Gloom, let's try your solar beam attack.
I love this animation. Get some. Draws in the sun. Oh, did you see Pikachu's
just
teeth?
bit Jesse, what?
Pikachu had to get out of there. He didn't want to get solar beamed. Had to land on the garlic.
Destroy the greenhouse.
Yeah, I know, right? Breaks every piece of glass in the entire joint. It's just so... Who's gonna pay for that?
Who's gonna fix it?
Not me. I'm looking at the garlic guy.
Was that okay?
That was okay, Florinda. That was the most
She's like,
impressive solar
you saved the
beam I've
day.
ever
Was that
seen."
okay? You just blasted the bad guys through your wall.
Oh, Bulbasaur's licking
Oh,
Gloom.
here. Oh, hey, oh.
Wait, and how did Bulbasaur, like, what? How did they all get put back together?
Everybody's good.
Well, is everybody feeling better?
Yeah, we all took some of Gloom's antidote and everybody's feeling just fine.
Good explanation. There it
I'm
is.
so amazed. I can't understand how
Still
Gloom got to be
gross.
as strong as it has.
You didn't know it, Florinda, but Gloom was getting stronger all the time.
That's
because of the
right.
love and care you gave it. It's so powerful. there's
What do you
no
know,
need
Brock?
to
You were
hide
just
it
saying that it was
now.
weak because you were being too nice to it.
Before you came, I didn't think I could do very much of anything. But you helped
Oh,
me
Brock,
believe in
won't you
myself.
stay
Oh
with
man,
Now
I
ready to
feel
be
I
listeners for my
feel for
family.
Brock right here
That
so
A
bad.
very special guy is there to share it all with me.
She sets him up for this.
Why? Oh, this is so sudden. I've always dreamed of having someone like you. Someone
He's so
kind and
poor.
talented
Like,
and
listen,
beautiful as you
listen
are.
to him, man.
You
Poor
made all my
Brock.
dreams come true. Yes, Florinda, darling. Yes,
Oh,
I'm sure
Brock,
I like
I'm so
you.
sorry, dude.
I think maybe you had a little too much of that antidote.
You see, like, these are not necessarily kiddie jokes.
Well, I'd like it very much if we could run my family's nursery together.
Do you mean?
But
Yes,
he was
I
helping
mean,
you
I
run the
love you.
nursery already. He's the only other employee.
Florinda, I love you too. I've loved you since the
Oh,
day
that
I saw
escalated
you.
quickly.
I was too afraid to tell
What?
you.
Plot twist.
Look at Brock's face.
Rejected by the one girl I loved. I'll never find another one like
Oh,
her.
poor Brock.
Don't worry, Brock. You'll find plenty of other girls to reject
Yeah,
you.
Oh, burn. Ash is burning people.
Oh, wait, is Gloom going with them?
Training. The Pokemon League competition's less than 2 months away. When are you gonna get ready?
Don't worry, Misty. There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, it almost
Don't be
like
so sure, Ash. You're
like
already
are they
one
going to talk
tomorrow
about
closer
the
to
breakup
battle
between
of your
Bulbasaur and
life.
Gloom here? I want to follow that arc.
There was just too
All right.
much secretion.
Oh, gross. Even that word is gross. All right, so here we are. Another episode, Ash and Palette, no real training. They keep talking about the Pokemon League, but they're not prepping for it in any way whatsoever. But
Yeah, they
what'd
did
you think
not
of this
go.
episode at all?
I liked it. It was really
It was
funny.
cool. It was cool. I liked it. I thought there were some cool themes. I thought that the music was really cool. I liked that there was a couple different new styles of animation with like the way the camera panned. Just cool stuff that we haven't really seen before. The adultish style jokes that can kind of have this double meaning that, you know, it'll glaze over kids, but then when you hear, you know, as an adult, you hear them, you know, talking about, you know, taking too much catnip and stuff like that. Like, that's really funny. Like, that's not normal. But I don't know. I've been saying it for 125,000 episodes. I just want battles. I just want legit one-on-one battles. Not
Well, we
Team
almost
Rocket
did when
battles.
Ash sent out Bulbasaur, but then it was like, oh no, he's just bringing him out.
Yeah. Have some smell the flowers. Stop and smell the roses. But
not that
good
one.
episode. I enjoyed it. All right, Adam, you got a booster.
I got a booster.
What do you got?
It's an Unbroken Bonds.
Oh man, I still don't have any of that.
What? Go get it.
I know.
No.
I know.
I implore you.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, I didn't realize it was my turn. Oh.
You do it. Go first.
Opening it up. All right. Oh, I got a lightning energy.
Ooh,
That's impressive. I got a Caterpie, a Cottony, an Ekans, Carvana, a Litten, a Pharaoh, a Jar Jar Bug, Pikuniku. My reverse holo is a rare Gengar, and I got a Blastoise GX.
what?
What?
Nice. Heck
Solid.
yeah.
He's got a solid shell and Rocket Splash, and Giant
Nice.
Geyser GX.
All right, I've got a team up booster. Let's see how I do. I've pre-opened this so I don't have to make crinkly noises. Pharaoh Seed, Charmander, Mareep, Fairy Charm Ultra Beast, Meowth, Nidoran Male, Rotom, Pupitar, Reverse War Turtle, and my rare is Mimikyu with the Copycat move. This move is actually pretty cool. It says, if your opponent's Pokemon used an attack that isn't a GX attack during their last turn, use this attack. So if you bring this Pokemon in after a knockout, so let's say your opponent used a 180 hit point move that was not a GX attack and knocked out your Pokemon, and then you bring Mimikyu in the next turn, you can use Copycat and return the favor, you know, and get that return KO potentially by copycatting their big time move on your next turn. So there's some strategy behind this card, but I really think that's cool. Not bad. I'll take it. I like Mimikyu. Mimikyu's cool.
I like Mimikyu too. Mimikyu too. Mimikyu too.
But Adam, we did it. That's a show.
We did it. We done did
Yes. We done did good. Thank you, everyone, for checking out the show this week. Check out GottaWatchEmAll.com for everything that we're doing. Please leave us a review in iTunes. We would greatly appreciate it. You can email us, info@GottaWatchEmAll.com, and you can leave us a voicemail, 732-835-8639. All those links and the phone number are in the podcast description. Please take a look. But other than that, Adam, you got anything?
Yes. Also, don't forget, comment hashtag InstaBooster on my InstaBoosters and insert yourself into a drawing for a free pack of Pokemon cards every month.
And that's every Monday on Instagram, correct?
Yes. So you can have up to 4 entries.
Yes,
Potentially.
yes,
Depends
yes.
on how the month works out.
Could be 5 if there's 5 Mondays.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely check out Instagram.com/GottaWatchTheMall and make sure you enter the Insta Booster contest. But that's going to wrap it up everything, guys. Thank you again, and we will see everyone next week. Keep training, trainers.